offer a chance for the young people to get out. The only way you can get them out of Social Security is you got to stop spending that $1 trillion overseas that we've been spending. Let the kids get out, and they want out. Believe me, I get my loudest cheers on that. And it just is not viable the way it is now.
Congressman, on the Obama question, bottom line, do you have more in common with Barack Obama or with the other Republicans in this race?
Well, I have more in common with the Republican platform. I just think I don't have as much in common with my other colleagues because they don't follow our platform of limited government, so there's the problem, there's the disconnect. So it's not me being disconnected from my colleagues as much as they're disconnected from our platform and our Constitution.
So the answer to that is basically yes. That if you look at it in terms of candidates, not the platform, your positions on balance, despite the disagreements, are closer to those of Barack Obama than to those other candidates.
We have a lot of similarities, and we attract the same kind of people. And like I said in the debate, it's probably because our ages are the same, and the young people come to us, you know. But no, very seriously, there is an appeal to the young people that he has attracted as well as I do. So there, and I was quite willing to mention in the debate, there are a lot of similarities.
You changed parties from Libertarian. Do you think maybe you should have changed to the Democratic Party and gotten in those primaries?
I haven't considered that yet, even though I've had that suggestion, but it also means I'm a candidate that has a broad base. And if I am to appeal across the board, yes, there would be a great deal of appeal for Democrats, independents, Republicans, and the disenchanted.
Are you in this for the duration through all the primaries?
I'm in it as long as my supporters want me to be in it, and they finance the campaign, and they do that all spontaneously.
You've got the money to stay in for the duration. Is that your intention?
It looks like their enthusiasm is building every single day. Now, if I only can get Fox to agree to get me in their debate so I can keep this momentum going,
How did you get in the debate tonight? How did that end up happening?
Well, they were reasonable. ABC was reasonable, and they looked at it, and they said they would, but here I'm not in tomorrow night, and they say I'm not credible, but the party has defended me here.
Why is Fox keeping you out of the debate?
Fox has to answer that. It's pure speculation, but obviously they don't want my message to be heard.
Do you think that Fox, there's been some charges that they've been citing with Rudy Giuliani? You can tell from the coverage.
Know
that. You think that's true?
I don't know that, but we had heard a rumor that somebody said that they would not come if I were in
But one of the candidates.
That's what I heard. I cannot verify that.
Just on a speculative basis, who have you heard that is, even without verification?
I cannot answer it because I don't know anything more than a rumor.
Democrats, when they came on stage afterwards,
rumors, you know.
What did you say to that?
Rumors are shaky.
Let's
Let's just finish on this because you've been very straight. We know you're not saying it's an accomplished fact that this candidate objected, but which candidate
I never heard.
Was objective?
I never heard. Oh no, I never did hear. So that's why it's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
One quick question. What if, when the Democrats came on stage?
There's other reasons going up. Overregulation, too much taxation, not enough competition. There's really no competition in medicine. You don't have alternative care really competing with medical doctors, so you need a much more free market to provide prices. Then we could afford our medical care.
Governor Huckabee was still characterizing radical Islam as one of the greatest threats to the
It's a serious threat. It doesn't quite have the same understanding of why they are radical. And that's where our disagreement is. That there's always radicals in every religion. And the people who come back to these in the Far East see us as crusaders. The president wants to honor us as crusaders and have them begin that what do they mean? Oh, they're the base of it. The young people know what's coming. And I'm bragged that they've learned their arithmetic. They figured it out. They know what their obligations are. $60 trillion of entitlement obligation.
Say lip service to the Constitution. Which of the fellow candidates do you think does that most?
No, I'm not going to volunteer. I think I'm going to let somebody else figure that out because I think all of Washington is guilty of that. If you look at Congress, you look at the Supreme Court, if you look at the executive branch for the last 50, 60, 70 years, they do pay a lot of lip service because we have embarked on an unconstitutional manner over these last 100 years. But every single person in Washington takes the oath of office to obey the Constitution, and obviously they don't follow.
How would you support scares the Republicans? Should they be scared?
Power is the only thing they see. They like this kind of scare. If they wanted system to tide us over and work our way out of this is to cut this overseas spending. So this is very appealing to Democrats as well as Republicans, for that matter. It's very appealing to America to come up with a sensible program. They have to just decide whether or not we have a problem. If they don't think we have a problem, they probably will say, why don't you just go away because everything is fine, and we can get young people like you to work forever, take care of everybody else. That's
I'm a senior at Saint Anselm College, and I was wondering, what exactly do you feel New Hampshire's role is in your personal campaign?
Well, I think it's very important. It's you know, it's the second primary, and I think if somebody does very well on it, they get national attention, and just keep going on into the next election. So obviously, it's very important. There's been a lot of candidates up here on both sides here for the past year.
Thank you.
How do you assess your performance?
You have to call the blimp people.
What's a good showing for you in New
Ready?
Hampshire?
Dr. Paul.
1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck.
I don't make predictions.
How do you
I think
assess
we'll do well.
How do you assess your performance?
Tomorrow night?
You know, that to me, and most Americans, even those who disagree with me, tell me, and some Fox people have told me, that seems to be unfair. Americans are pretty fair-minded. We disagree and we argue, but they like fairness and they don't like cheating, and they see this as being too deliberate. So that would be, you know, I think Fox has a problem and they have to deal with it.
In Iowa, the message seemed to be that people are voting for change, regardless of the kind of change. What sense are you getting about New Hampshire?
Well, I think you're sick and tired of it. I think they expressed that last election. You know, in 2006, they wanted change. There was a big change in this.
There's a recent Facebook poll that had you at 34%.
Facebook would obviously be young people, and I'm probably in between the two. Facebook probably gives me more credibility and more votes, but I think the other ones have generally rated me low.
Would you said a lot of good things about Barack Obama today. Would you support him over Hillary?
No, I don't think so. At the end, I said the reason would be the economic policies, because I'm a strict free market person. But when it comes to civil liberties and war, he has some decent ideas.
Who out of your Republican counterparts would you like to give the most severe history lesson to? Seem to be at odds with.
I don't know. Maybe if they were willing, I'd pass out some books to all of them.